Native Instruments just released 2 new plugins in their electric keys series. What makes these different from a lot of electric piano plugins out there is that these are reed based. So we're going to dive into both of them, make a beat from scratch, and see how they are. Not sponsored, by the way. I did get it sent to me for free, but they do not have any say on what I can or cannot say in this video, so everything I say will be my complete and honest opinion. Let's get to it. First and foremost, these are Kontakt instruments, so you do need Kontakt to run them, but they do run in the free Kontakt player, so you don't need to buy the full version of Kontakt. So we're definitely going to use both, but let's step into Ivory first. So here we are in Ivory. A 106 presets, so there's actually a lot of them. Pretty standard setup for Native Instruments plugins. You know, you got your main page with your macro controls. Of course, you can edit them. And then you can go in here and really tweak the sound. And then you can add effects as well. Over here, you got your preset browser. You can just browse here as well. But if you really want to, get specific sounds, you can go through here. The only downside is using this instead of this is that you kind of get previews. Turn this up a little bit. That way you can kind of flip through them instead of having to click and then play. So I think the best thing to do with the presets is I'm going to lay down like a nice chord progression, and then we'll flip through some of the presets and see how they sound. Because these are vintage electric pianos, I kind of want to make something a little more soulful. So I'm going to lay down a chord progression. I'm going to just use the basic. Let's just flip through some sounds. Ooh, I might use this one for our track. Just do a couple more. Alright, so those are some of the presets. I was kind of just clicking through randomly, just reading the names and just clicking them and see what they sounded like. But I think we're going to go for that, what was that, the raw ivory? Yeah, this one. And we're going to build on this. Well, let's add to it using Jade, which is the other electric keys reed instrument. Alright, so now we're in Jade. And one of the first things I did notice was that the presets had the same names pretty much, except the ones that say Ivory say Jade. So it seems like they're the same presets, just with a different bass tone, which is of this instrument as opposed to the Ivory instrument, because obviously they have different tones, different sounds, but they're kind of manipulated in the same or a similar way. Real quick, I kind of want to see what the cheesy organ sounds like on the Ivory versus the Jade, just to see the difference. Versus. So they definitely sound different. They definitely have their own tones. But let's add this cheesy organ in. Let's throw in a bass. And for the bass, I'm using the Rickenbacker bass. So if you're interested in that, I'm leaving in the description as well. Oh, we need some vocals. Let's just throw on some simple drums. Usually on something like this, I would add more stuff like some strings or maybe some brass, but we're kind of trying to look at the electric piano. So what we're going to do is we're going to cook up something else. Instead of using Ivory as our main instrument, we're going to switch it to being Jade as our main instrument, and then Ivory will be our supporting instrument. So let's make something else. We could lay down a chord progression first like the one we just did, but I kind of want like the preset sound to inspire the progression rather than the other way around. Oh, I like this. I'm gonna lay something down real quick. Yeah, for this I ended up clicking it in. Now let's switch to Ivory for like a little bit of support. And this is the tremolo speakers preset in Ivory. Honestly, for like a nice little trap beat, we could probably just throw on some drums. The chords and that main melody we have already give it a lot of fullness, so let's throw some drums. Went with a different bounce too. Just a little section where that main melody is a little more bare. Last beat for this beat, that was a real quick one. Real quick though, I kind of want to go back to our first beat with that chord progression and check out Jade, because we kind of only went through the Ivory presets. So let's go through Jade now. Oh, that's one we used. So those are the new Ivory and Jade keys plugins from Native Instruments. In a world where there's a lot of electric piano plugins, these definitely stand out a bit, being reed-based instruments. But unless you're looking for that specific sound, I don't think these are like a must cop. But if you're in the market for some new electric pianos and you heard the sounds in this video and were like, yo, this sounds really good, I really like how this sounds, then I definitely recommend checking it out. You can get them each separately or as a bundle at a discounted price. Links in the description. But that's me for this one. If you like the beats, like the video, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know exactly what you think, subscribe for more videos, and be sure to check out my social medias and my music and all streaming platforms as well. Link in the description. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
They don't know what it takes for you to chase your dreams. All these sacrifices don't know what it brings. This just feels so right, yeah. This just feels so right, feels so